Hi there. This is a little project I did with our Shapeoko XL3 or whatever it is. It's capable of handling 33 by 33 cutting area, and as you can see, this is a little longer than that. So it's an example of some work that I've done using multiple files and the pass-through. So I like a slotted shelf because the sawdust all falls to the floor. Easy cleanup. So this is the file I came up with. It's 75 inches long, and I'm focusing on this area that will give me, I think it was 32 inches. So I'm making the cut. So I zeroed it normally on the bottom left-hand corner. And I also, you can't really see them here, but I also have some guides on the left-hand side of it, so there's a hard stop for it, which will come in handy when I do the second round of cuts. This file, I'm just going to run twice. I'm going to cut it on one end, and then flip the piece over and cut it on the other. So there's my cut piece. Just going to pull it out, and I'm going to flip it. In the printing industry, this would be called a work and tumble. I'm flipping it so that the left-hand edge stays on the left-hand side. You can see the guides there. That'll make up for any errors that I've made in zeroing it to the left-hand side. So it'll use the same exact offset each time. So I'm just trying to get the work lined up with the bit at 0. So it's set so the X and Y axes are at 0. And then I just start it up and cut the other side. The next file I'm going to cut is the center section, and I just want to cut the work area down to 15 inches high so that it will it'll zero on one of the cuts that I've previously made. So here I'm just sliding the cut piece to the next 0 point. Again, same thing, you want to get your bit at the XY 0 point and line it up with sort of a reference cut on your drawing. So for this one, it's that top slot, just sort of the top end of that top slot. And again, it's up against a guide on the left-hand side, so it's got a hard stop. And I just clamp it down and run the file. with any luck, you will be pretty close. I mean, this is a design that it's really not too critical that it lines up. It just looks better when it does. But you know, the more care you take in setting that 0 and setting a reference to the other files, the better the registration will be. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. And before I went to too much trouble, I just wanted to make sure the thing actually fit in the bench, which it does beautifully.